Hello there. All right, so today's lesson, we're going to be finishing up perimeter and area, and for this lesson, we're actually going to be giving you rectangles with the area or perimeter already solved, and one side, whether it be the length or the width, but then you have to figure out, well, how do you find the missing side? So there's going to be a missing piece to it, and you need to figure out, well, what was that measurement, okay? So just looking at my examples here, if we have a rectangle and the perimeter, I'm just going to put P for perimeter. Say the perimeter is 32 inches, okay? And we know that one of the measurements, we'll say the width here is 4 inches. Well, they want to know what is the length. What does this length equal? Okay? And the way we find this out is you're going to take the answer, which is the perimeter, okay, the full total, so 32, okay, and you're going to actually divide that in half, which when we do that, you divide it in 2, okay? So if I did 32 divided by 2, that would give us 16, okay? But hold up, because we're not done yet. That's not, 16 is not what the length is. What we now need to do is take this 16 and subtract this number that we do know, okay? So 16 times 4 is 12, okay? And remember, when you do the division, all you're doing is seeing how many times 2 goes into 32, okay? So if I know that 2 goes into 20 10 times, so I know it's going to be more than 10. So I'm going to keep counting 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. So 10 plus 6 more was 16, okay? So you divide that, your total in half by 2, get your number, then subtract it by the other measurement you already know. And then this is your answer here. So this is 12 inches. Now, if I wasn't sure and I wanted to check that my answer was correct, all I would have to do is solve perimeter, which we know how to do is just adding up all the sides. And remember, the opposite sides of a rectangle are always the same length. So if this is 12, this is 12 inches. And if this is 4 inches, this is 4 inches. So if I added it all up, 12 plus 12 is 24. 24 plus 4 is 28. And 28 plus 4 more is 32. And that's it. So 12 would be your answer here, okay? So again, you divide by 2. Then you subtract from the other side that you know, okay? Now, let's show you area, okay? So say we have another rectangle here, and the area, A will stand for area, and the area equals 48, we'll say centimeters. Now remember, it's squared, okay? So 48 centimeters squared. So, and say we know that our length is 8 centimeters. Well, what is our width? We don't know the width, okay? All we know is that whatever 8 times, because remember in area, all you do is length times width, 8 times something here will give us the answer 48. So the opposite of multiplication, as you know, is division, okay? So we need to divide again. This one is one less step that you need to do than we did just before with perimeter, and you're going to see why. So again, you take your whole area, which was 48, we're going to divide it by 8. We need to see how many times does 8 go into 48 when we count by 8s, okay? So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. The answer is 6, and that's it. You're done now. We know that this is 6 centimeters, our width, okay? And so if you multiply 8 times 6, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, we get 48, and that's the area, okay? That's it. That's all you got to do. Now let me show you the assignment you're going to be working on. And what's great about this is that it gives you sort of the hint again of what to do, okay? So in the example here, they have the perimeter is 20 centimeters, the length is unknown, and the width is 3, okay? So they take that 20, divide it in half by 2, they get 10. Then they took that 10 and subtracted 3 from it, and it gave you 7. That means that length is 7, okay? So you know what, let me just start typing this in for you, and then I'll show you. I'll show you the areas one. So here our perimeter is 24 centimeters, the width is 3 centimeters, and our length is unknown. So we need to take the perimeter. You're going to do 24 divided by 2. Okay, if you do 24 divided by 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So that's 10, 22, 24 plus 2 more is 12. Okay, you're going to finish the rest of this one. So you're going to put your 12 here. You're going to subtract from the number you know, and then get your answer, okay? So you're going to do that for each one here. Remember, just only click in on the line where you're typing your answer in. If you try to move this sheet or change anything, you're going to not be able to type in these boxes. I set this up specifically in a certain way, so you really have to try hard not to move them, okay? The area one, there's only 2 questions, so I'm not going to do any of those, but there is an example right up here. Your area here was 18 centimeters squared. We knew the width was 3 centimeters, but we didn't know what the length was. All they had to do, take 18 divided by 3, done, 6 centimeters, nothing. So see how area in this sense is a little bit easier. There's one less step you have to do versus when you have to find the missing side in a perimeter problem, okay? So you're going to do these. Again, the boxes are here for you to type in, okay? Oh, see how I accidentally clicked on this? I think that's what that's happening is sometimes you're accidentally clicking and moving it. So I have to be careful too. So you just be very careful where you move, where you click on. Just make sure you're clicking on the lines, okay? And that's it. So just let us know if you have any questions. You guys have been doing really well with this, so I think you're going to do okay. Just follow along with the directions I gave in this video and using the example. That will really help you guide you in figuring this out and solving all the problems, okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.